Hey guys, a new fear unlocked. Working myself to death. Not funny. But welcome back to my video. And here's another video. But this one is another nightmare story time that I've had recently. So if you want, grab your waters. It's more of a tribute to an old coworker that I found out she recently died. May she rest in peace. And this lady was an older Italian lady. She had lost her daughter. Unfortunately, they did not have the healthiest lifestyle, and her daughter was very overweight, as well as her mother. Her mother also smoked cigarettes every single day, and we would beg her to stop smoking cigarettes. This is a real life story. And we'll have small talks. I can tell that she was very lonely. And she talked a lot. She was also very rude. This is the honest truth. She was also very rude. And I don't think it's that she was very rude now that I'm understanding her story. She was older, she was cranky, and all she had was her and her daughter. Her daughter was a very beautiful girl. Her daughter, unfortunately, recently passed away as well. And then her mother followed after. Her daughter was a cherry on top, but that's not why she passed away. Unfortunately, she passed away due to her lungs collapsing from smoking cigarettes. And I often wish I did check up on her more, even though we weren't really close. I did often come down to checking up on her occasionally here and there. I'll even sit by and talk to her in the office. I'm not gonna lie, just talking about this video makes me want to cry, because this is someone that I did share moments and memories with. And even though we had our differences, it didn't mean that we weren't close. And this lady, eyes itchy. I recently had a nightmare, and I didn't know if it meant anything at the time. I thought she was still alive. The last time I saw her was in her room screaming and crying because she lost her daughter. And she asked if I had wipes. So yes, I gave her some wipes and I said I'll be back. She always thanked me for checking up on her because she didn't have anybody here. So yes, this deeply saddened me. And when I say she literally worked her ass off, guys, she worked so hard. And, she had to deal with a lot. Like, when I was a housekeeper here, you deal with a lot in the hotel. And the nightmare was, that's when I last saw her alive. I can't remember when I had the nightmare, but I do remember the nightmare vividly. I was sleeping in my room, and I remember her screaming. Mind you, the last time I saw her alive, her eyes widened, and she was in deep emotional pain. This lady was hurt. And, I remember standing there by the doorway just listening to her talk about the passing of her child. And I can only imagine how much more pain, how her body ached, how she had nobody, and how that was, her only person. Mind you, I've never seen this lady go outside other than work. And in real life, I seen her at one of my jobs, and she was still crying. She was in deep pain. Although I couldn't understand and I can't imagine what it's like to lose a child. I never want to see that on a parent. And I never want to imagine that or even wish that upon anybody, not even my worst enemy. So because I saw her like that, I guess that's contributed to my nightmares. And I remember sleeping, and then one day, I don't know what it is that caused these nightmares, but I should have got up and checked up on her. And my biggest regret was not doing so. it's so hard to even talk about this, but this is something I felt like I need to talk about because I feel like companies do work you to death. I know I'm beating around the bush because it's hard to talk about, but we'll jump into the nightmare. So I was sleeping and this lady was on top of me. I was laying on the bed and she was screaming at me with her eyes like this, like, ah! And she was screaming so loud and she had a knife in her hand and she was slicing my throat, just going at it. And I'm over here like trying to fight for my life and be like, no, I can't. You know, and here trying to talk it out with her. And she's like, why, like screaming in agony pain. And I'm over here losing my breath. And the last dying breath that I had, I woke up immediate in sweats. And like, whoa, that was a scary dream. It's not even a dream. I wouldn't even call that a dream. I don't even know, like this nightmare genuinely gave me chills, although this room is really cold. I went back to bed again. I had the same nightmare. It was dreadful. Guys, when I said I could not sleep that day because it was different but the same. Like it was, the base of the nightmare was that she was on top of me screaming, ah! Screaming. And I'm here trying to fight for my life because I didn't know what to do. And it was such a horrible nightmare. This was when around the time that in the hotel was living, and I was living downstairs and she was living on the other side of the hotel. It's cold, I'm not crying. And this lady, you know, I had just recently found out that she passed away. I still thought, I was in the impression that she moved because, you know, she couldn't be in that room and stuff like that. And I remember in the last video they said these rooms carry bad energy, genuinely bad energy. Mind you, she was one of the ones that passed in those rooms along with her daughter. I believe her daughter passed away in the hospital. I am very mistaken. I do not want to get the wrong information. But I know she was in a lot of pain. And I do pray that she rests in peace. But this is to say that, you know, check up on your mental health, guys, because working in a stressful job, especially the older you get. This lady was an older lady. She had to be at best 50, 60 years old. Big woman. And all she did was smoke cigarettes. Bad habit. That's actually a very nasty habit. So guys, this story time was to really alert you guys, you know, like check up on your mental health. Thankfully I never had that nightmare again after that day. And I pray that I never have that nightmare again. That was disturbing. Like, obviously in your nightmares you're not gonna know what it's like to die because your body doesn't understand that. But I just kept waking up every time that happened. And you guys know, well, you guys don't know if you're new to the channel, welcome to my channel. And if you're not, welcome back. But I also want to say that, you know, guys, be careful. Don't work yourself to death. Don't be loyal to these companies. Because she was loyal to this company. Loyal for what? To literally die and not be happy. And her daughter too. Her daughter was very loyal to her company. You have to take care of yourself, guys. You have to start working out, take care of your mental health, and, you know, cut all your bad habits. I'm not gonna lie, guys, like that nightmare really did scare the crap out of me because it created this new fear for me in life where it's like, damn, you know, we're in a society where we work our asses off. And we work so hard, sometimes we don't realize how hard we work, that it puts a toll on our bodies. So yes, you have to take care of your mental health. You have to be careful. Take a break. Listen to your body. If your body needs rest, rest. Don't overwork yourself. It's getting late, guys. It's probably like 4 or 5 in the morning, or getting early. So for those of you who are going to work, have a good shift. Take care of your mental health. That was the main point of this video. And yes, that is a story based on a true story. So guys, I really don't know what to say after this, so I'm just gonna end the video at good night and good morning, and have a great shift. And if you're off, enjoy the rest of your day off. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.